Can you believe that exercise is only 2 sets I did? Whew. What's good, Fit Fam? It's your guy, the push-up guy, coming back with Bugs Fitness Calisthenics program, because you see, I got the whiteboard out. And we bring it up closer for you guys. As you see, day 15, halfway there, so you know we kicking it up a notch. As you see, just like every day, 4 exercises. Decline push-up, which means our feet is elevated basically. Chin-ups, you know, hand under the bar. Extended push-ups, you know, you can do this on a bar or whatnot, using these, real cheap, couple dollars. And then face pull, you already know what the bands, stretching the band out, right? We're working on everything, key elements, and you know, hopefully y'all got down the fundamentals, cause y'all gonna need this when we get through this, all right? So we got a minute of work to do for all these 3 sets of 5 with a 30-second rest in between exercise, you know, just in case, you know, you're tired, sore, tight, you walk it off, stretch it out, whatever you need to do, and then you get back on it, right? So we're gonna start off with decline. Wait. 1 minute of decline, hold on. Like I said, break it down until you can do the minute, right? Remember the fundamentals, right? Let's do 3, 2, 1. And like I said, break it down. Do 5, 3-second rest, then do 5 again, if you need it, right? And then, you know, just tweak it depending on your goal. You know, you can alternate with shorties, you know, where you're trying to increase the max number. You know, do time under tension to increase your strength. 30-second rest. And then we got chin-ups. You do inverted rows, underhand and overhand. Or do it on the lat pull down, wherever you can to do the pull exercise. I will alternate to show you. Let's get it. almost there. Woo. All right, 30-second rest. And then we got the extended push-ups. It's great because then you can get chest to bar without worrying about, being all over the floor, whether you're, using a bar to do it or using the little hand push-up holders. All right, you get the full stretch, which is great for, building your chest. All right, 1 minute work. We gotta build that chest. Oh, just like that. And great for the shoulders. It makes it easier to do normal pull-ups or pull-ups without these. Or push-ups. And in this one, for advance, you wanna, pause for a little bit in the down position. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, or boom. All right. Just to get that, good stretch. 30-second rest, get that good stretch in, right? Oh, face pull. So it's just like the pull apart. If you don't have anything like a pole where you can hook this on, and then you're just basically going like this. So I'll show you. You just, like you're pulling on your sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses at night. All right, so let's get to it. If you can't, just do pull aparts. If you don't have bands, get something heavy enough, and then bent over flies, basically. All right. And you don't need a squat unless, if you don't need a squat, you just want to make sure that the line is perpendicular to your eyeglasses, or, it's perpendicular to the floor, basically, or parallel to the floor, the straight line. Right? Work on them rear delts, back of the shoulders now. I call these a confidence exercise. Not because you gain confidence from it. 30-second rest. But you walk around like you have confidence instead of, stretching like this. And like this, basically. Alright? Not saying like you're a macho man, but it's like you have your head held up high. Like you got something to be proud of. Alright. Let's get the declines in. 1 minute, let's go. right, 30-second rest. And if you need to, walk it off. The tightness, you know, I know you're feeling that pump. My chest is over here on fire right now. It's ready to, just rip out. All right, chin ups. We got a minute. Oops. All right, 30-second rest. And we got remember, take a sip of water every 2-3 exercises too. All right, you got electrolytes. I would say take that during halfway. So, if you're a beginner, say either after this or after the face pulls, do that. Extended push-ups for a minute. And then for intermediate advance, after set 3. Let's get it. And then the good thing with the push-up handles is that you can also do planks or plunks, whatever you want to say, Porsche, potato, potato, and then target the upper chest more. I mean, you don't really need to do that for this workout because we're already doing decline. All right. "30-second rest. And we got face pulls. I could alternate and show y'all, but I already showed y'all. And we're trying to go forward, not take a step back. But if you need to, because hectic day or whatever, hectic week, traveling or whatnot, it's okay. But you gotta follow my lead, so if I'm not progressing, y'all that's watching not gonna progress. So it's uno minute. Face close. right. 30-second rest. All right, so for beginners and new people, this might be our last set. So with that being said, if it's on your last set, whenever you say or think, all right, it's last set, you always gotta follow up with best set. Cause last set, best set. Oh, this is my last set, but best set. Cause we just warmed up. What is, all these 2 sets forward if you're not gonna go all out for the set 3, your last set. Let's get the declines in. Come on, almost there. Don't give up. All right, 30-second rest. And then chin ups. Remember, don't give up. Because life is like a bicycle. If you give up, the bike is still gonna go. It's gonna come to a stop eventually, yeah. And then you're gonna fall. Because you gave up. And hurt yourself. Just remember, control the momentum. Find that rhythm till you get to 80% of work. So that 20% fun. We got our chin-ups. Good for you to boost you to 110 when you need it. We got chin-ups. Alright, feeling it. Alright, 30-second rest. Remember, and if you fall or stumble, keep going. Because you only fail when you give up. You know, just because I stop don't mean I give up. I might lose my rhythm, lose my balance, lose my focus, lose my cool, lose part of my motivation. But that's when I got that 20% to think back of all I accomplished, the fun I got, the fun I get from this. Yeah, keep going. All right, minute extended push-ups. All right. 30-second rest. And then pull the face pulls. Or, you know, that 20% don't even have to be the same fun is my fun when it comes to this. You put in work in, right? All right, and then face pulls. You know, that 20% of fun could be, you know, your favorite song. I said 20 minutes, 20%. You have that on repeat. Or, you know, favorite show. Whatever it is, you gotta keep it locked in, right? Because that's all you're always gonna be your secret weapon. Your secret weapon ain't the work that you put in, because you do that every day. That's what you start doing. You start putting in work before you get to that point where you have to prove something to yourself. 30-second rest. Before you have to show yourself that the thought in your head that you already achieved your goal, you already got it. Now look at that. Y'all already finished. Now is this for intermediate and advanced? If y'all beginners want to keep on going, y'all can. You got like 7 minutes to hit 30. All right. 1 minute. I got 10 seconds. 30-second rest. Y'all need to stretch it out. I know y'all arms feel like it's about to fall off, but we got chin-ups next. Right. Walk it off. Stretch it out. Do something, because it's always more progress than doing nothing. Right? Let's go. All right, 30-second rest. Let's see. If you put negative thoughts in your head, or if you put that thought, I can't do this. I can't do this rep. You're telling your body, don't do it. That's why when you see, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or even when you go to the gym and try out for yourself, go to the gym with your friends and then go, by yourself. You got it with your friends. You can tell the difference. Your PR is easier to hit with your friends and it's not because, it's safety. It's because it's only positive thoughts. Everybody's like, you got this. Come on. You're almost there. Get that shit up. All right. We got a minute. Extended push-ups. Oh, and then these push-up handles are, even the push-up bar, it's also good for your wrist if you have like carpal tunnel or anything like that. Because, you're not really flexing the wrist like that. And it's more comfortable to do as well. Sometimes it even feels more effective than regular push-ups. But don't tell nobody I said that. All right, 30-second rest. And look at that, we're almost there. 5 more exercise. 5 more minutes. All right. After this, we're gonna have to dig in deep because the finish line is right there. 1 minute. Face pose. Let's get it. Base pulls pull apart. Bent over reverse flies. If you at the gym and that all them sitting easy, they don't got like more of a resistance, then do the on a cable. The cable machines are good for these. Okay, 30-second rest. And then on to the last set, right? We done stumbled along the way, but we realize we're already halfway there. We're gonna try to control this the best way we can. If we ever do fall, we quickly get up. You know, make sure, you know, we not injured and safe, you know. Any scratches, you know, bruises, you know, broken bones. No, I mean, you can't be breaking bones yet. We've been doing the fundamentals and talking about, you know, prioritizing your forearms, shoulders, core, knees, and ankles. Sustainability, long-term fitness right there. You'll be 60 being able to do more than what 20-year-olds can do. All right, let's finish. Decline. And then also, I mean, obviously, with this, you can increase the resistance the most, but I would suggest these if I wanted to do incline. If I can't do it anywhere, if there's no bench. Normally there's a bench, but like I showed you, they can do planks. They have them in different sizes. They got adjustable ones. And then you can do something like this and then work your way up to do a handstand push-ups. Easier. 30-second rest. And then we got chin-ups. We're gonna go back to the machine. Just cause right now I'm just only feeling it in my arms. I'm, you know, going like this, and then once it hits my chest, you know, pulling it down for some core engagement. 1 minute, let's go. We're almost there. 30 seconds. Then we back on the ground. All right, we're almost there. We just got these and then the face pulls. Like I said, you're already there. You already see the finish line. Don't. So point of giving up now, right? You're just cheating yourself, right? Correct. So, 1 minute. You got this. Come on. I know you got it. You ain't due all the way to day 15 to give up now. All right, 30 seconds. And then we're on for the last exercise. Remember, if you feel like giving up, walk it off. If you're out of breath, walk it off. Muscles sore or tight, too tight, walk it off. Face pulls. All right. Whew. You did it, guys. Upper body completed. 3 to 5 minutes of, I will not stretch that. 6 to 10 minutes of push-up, period. How many people be doing that, right? And look at yourself in the mirror. Take off your shirt. Look at it. You know, you got that pump. You swole. Veins popping, all that. You getting all the gains. You looking good. You fly because you getting all the honeys. Listen. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We have leg day. And we're going to see who's at the top and we going to see who's going to crumble, right? Because legs is going to be brutal. And like I said, each week we taking up a notch. We did fundamentals, see where we at, tease a little bit for the second week, and for the third, this is what we gotta do, right? So, like, follow, subscribe, comment. If you follow it along, guaranteed you're gonna see results, right? And I ain't talking about even if you change your diet. You know, do this, just follow along. Do what I say, or do what I do, if you can, and you're gonna see results. You're gonna get strength, you're gonna get energy, you're gonna look good, feel good, and do good. Alright, so stay tuned for another day and another day to make some more gains. Shout out to y'all for follow along, and yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. Peace.